Today on In the Woodyard, we're going to talk about boots. Got myself a brand new pair of Keens. They're very tennis shoe-like, and I wanted to get something lighter for summer, so we're going to talk about it. I'll show you my boots. I'll show you my old boots, which are also Keens. So here we go. Good morning, Firewood friends. This is Chris, and we're going to be working in the woodyard today. But first, before we do that, got to talk about a purchase I made yesterday. I bought myself a new pair of boots. And I know those of you that work outside know how important footwear is, and boots especially, when you're working with chainsaws and logs and stuff that can drop on your feet, and you're walking on uneven surfaces and you need good traction and all the things that boots do for you that really no other footwear does. Obviously, there are people that think it doesn't matter and they go out there in their sandals and then they stub their toe or drop something on their foot and then they wonder why their foot hurts. I use my steel toe boots every day. I usually have actively running in boots that I wear. I usually have 3 or 4 pairs at a time. The reason I do that is I don't want to wear the same boot every day. I want to give it a day or two to breathe and air out so I don't get funky foot, where you get that nasty smell that comes from the bacteria and stuff that grows on leather and inside boots. And I like to pull the inserts out and give them a good drying in the sun once in a while. I spray some disinfectant or Lysol, something like that, into the boots to get rid of the smell and kill any of the germs and stuff that are in there, just so they aren't nasty. But the new pair of boots I got yesterday, I went first thing in the morning, and because I needed a pair because one of my pairs, the heel was starting to fall off. So I went and I tried on about 7 or 8 different pairs, and I wanted to get a lighter pair for the summertime, a pair that was more tennis shoe-like, but yet still sturdy. And I wanted to stay away from I wanted to try a pair of non-leather shoes for something different, because I've always got leather shoes. I've tried just about every kind there is out there. I've had Wolverines, I've had Cases, I've had Thorogoods, I've had Danners, I've had Red Wings. Did I say Red Wings? I've had just about everything. I've tried a lot of different kinds of boots. They're all nice. They have good things and bad things. One of the things that is true, this is true pretty much in all equipment, you get what you pay for. If you buy something cheap, they're going to fall apart on you. They just do. The more you pay, generally, the better they are. But I'm not one of those guys that has to have, boots that are, $700, $800 where they're made to fit your foot. Generally, I spend anywhere from, $150 to $200, somewhere in that price range, maybe $250. And generally, you'll get anywhere from 6 months to a year on average. Sometimes you'll get a year and a half if you rotate your boots. Now that I've been wearing 3 different pairs on a regular basis, where I keep moving them in the inventory basically, they last longer, same as anything else, because they're not being abused. So here's the boots. This is the pair that I have been wearing now for, I think I've had these almost 2 years. This is a pair of Keens. They got the heavy duty toe wrap around. They're kind of dirty, as you can see. Pretty heavy tread on the bottom. I'm starting to get a couple breaks. There's a break right there in the welt. Somewhere else I saw one. So they're getting there. They're still good. These are insulated. I wear these mainly in the wintertime or when it's cold out, but I wear them this time of year also, just because I need to rotate them. Now this pair weighs, per boot, 44 ounces. So it's a pretty heavy boot. Oh, here's the other one right here. This is the one that I think's got there's a break right here starting. And it's kind of got a lot of wear there. Yeah, they're getting kind of shredded on the tip a little bit, as you can see right in there. But they're good boots. I really like them. I think I paid somewhere in the neighborhood of $160, $70 for these. They're nice. They're insulated, like I said, which is why I wear them in the wintertime. Now the new pair of boots that I just bought, I bought another pair of Keens, and I didn't plan on buying another pair of Keens, but like I said, I tried on several different pairs, and I wanted to get something that was more of the synthetic, a lighter shoe. This one weighs 29 ounces, so 44 to 29 ounces. It's quite a big difference. That's almost a pound of difference in weight. And I wore these yesterday for the first time and absolutely love them. Super comfortable, lightweight. It's like wearing a tennis shoe, but yet you've still got your steel toe. It's got a really nice insert. I like it because it's got the extra padding. I'll pull it out here. It's a really thick, nice and squishy, foamy type thing. So I like that. They seem to be built really well on the inside as far as their stitching and everything, how it's attached. Now this one is a different attachment because it's more like a tennis shoe wrap on the bottom. I don't expect these to last as long, but I wanted something lighter weight, something that was gonna work well in the warmer weather in the summertime. So the pair that I got, this pair was $150. This is what it is. It is a Keen Logandale WP, whatever that means. Steel toe, abrasion resistance, supposed to be waterproof, electrical hazard. Got the Keen grip and 90-degree heel hold. And I got 11.5 EEs, double E's. I usually wear a size 11 most of the time. In boots, I usually will get 11.5 or a 12 because I like to wear 2 pairs of socks all the time. Not so much for cold, although that does matter. Extra pair of socks in the wintertime really helps keep your feet warm. I like it just for the cushion and the comfort, the extra padding. And my feet don't sweat very much like some guys do. And having that extra pair of socks just gives me extra comfort. There are times when it's really warm, sometimes I will change out my socks during the day. Halfway through, I'll just put a different pair of socks on or 2 pairs on and switch them out. So anyway, really nice pair of boots. I like them. So far, so good. Give you the report if they fall apart. And they might, I don't know. Nice and light though, I like them a lot. So anyway, there you go, new boots. Now we're gonna do some work. So what we're going to do today is split this wood back here. The remaining rounds that I have from a couple truckloads that I bought, and I've got all the free wood that I had cut. I got that all split, so all that's left is this little pile and a pile back there. So I think a couple hours worth I should have it all done. So that's what's on the agenda for today, splittage. So it's got to put some liquid in the splitter here because I ran it yesterday for I don't know, 5-6 hours, and I know when I put the last gas in, it was still had about a 2 hours worth of run time on it yet, so I only got about a half a tank to put in or so, and then we'll get to splitting. There we go. Full and ready to run. Let's see if she'll start. She always does. This is the splitter, in case you haven't watched any of my other videos, is known as the Glacier. Even though Glaciers move faster than the wedge does on this particular splitter, and I do have a new one coming. Eventually it'll get here. I ordered it a long time ago, but with the border shut down with Canada, nothing's coming across, so when it gets here, it gets here. We're golden. We got power. You have just witnessed a glorious moment in the woodyard. I just split the last round of wood that I had on the ground. There is not a single piece of wood, unless there's one hiding underneath a pile somewhere, that is not split. I started cutting wood for this next fall winter season coming up. Back in like December, I started doing some cutting and splitting, and right now I have about 400 face cords. I actually think I've got more than that, but I'm just saying about 400. So the last piece was just split, and now the rest of the stacking is going to begin. So I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of what I've got here. Just kind of go around and show you everything. So over here, this was a truckload right there, and then this is another part. So this stuff has all been stacked since this winter. This side is the west side, and it's all stacked. As you can see, I got stuff hiding back here, but you can see this whole row all the way down is stacked, and then this all the way through here. Go around the other side and show you that. And so now I've got to, and these rounds don't count, those are saving. Those are pieces of different kinds of wood I'm saving for demonstration. So those are the only ones not split. So all this is split. I gotta move some stuff here. I gotta restack this because it tipped over. I've got all of this back here that is split. This stuff over here is stacked in the back, but then this cherry needs to be stacked. This is just all my cookies and cut-offs and chunks and odd pieces. There's a half a truckload here that is oak, and then a half a truckload over here, which is locust. And then everything from here, right here, going this direction was all free wood. So everything on this side and this side. So there's all my pine over here. This over here is all cottonwood and aspen, and there's a little bit of maple in there. That's a little pile of oak I cut on my dad's land. This is all ash. That was all free wood that was cut. This over here is more cottonwood, aspen. There's some ash in there, and there's also some maple in there, kind of mixed in. This over here is one complete truckload. That's what I'm going to stack next, because this is white oak or bur oak, and it needs to get stacked so it can start drying. I got to get it off the ground, and it does need time to dry. And then we're back kind of to where we started over here with the truckloads of the hardwood and cottonwood and all the stuff, just where I was just splitting. And then the loads to the back over here behind the splitter that you see. By the way, this was free wood, this cherry and this birch, and then all this is truckloads here that I bought of oak that is all ready to be stacked. So I've got a lot of work to do, but I got a lot done already, and my inventory is pretty much complete for what I think I can get done with the time I have left available before I get busy in my other business. I do plan on doing some cutting when I have time. So maybe like on weekends, or if I've got an evening where I've got some time, I might go out and cut some. I might even buy one more truckload or two, depending on how busy I get. And it'd be nice if I could end up with 500 face cords for this coming fall winter season. So now if I buy wood, I'm going to have to buy something that dries faster. I'll probably have to get either cherry or some maple or something like that, that if I get it cut and split right away, it still has 5-6 months that it can dry through the late spring, summer, early fall. Oak probably wouldn't be dry in time for next winter, because it needs a full year pretty much. So anyway, there you go. That is it for today. I got some other work to do in my other business, so I'm gonna go do that. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here for the moment that I finished my 400th face cord of wood. Please hit the like, subscribe button. Do what you got to do. Smash it, hit it, kick it. You know, do all the stuff you're supposed to do. And I'll see you tomorrow. Same wood time, same wood channel. Good night, Irene.